Good afternoon, girls. We will continue the chapter quadratic equations, and today I will teach you how to find the root of any quadratic equation by factorization method. Okay, so first I will tell you what is the meaning of the root of the equation, and then I will tell you the method of factorization. How do we find the root of the equation? Let us take an example. 2x square minus 3x plus 1 equals to 0. This is a quadratic equation. If I take x is equal to 1 and I substitute this x is equal to 1 in this equation, what will I get? Left hand side 2 into 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus 1 equals to 0, right? And when I solve this, I get 2 minus 3 plus 1 equals to 0. 2 plus 1 is 3 and 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. So as you can see that on the right side also we have 0. So therefore LHS is equal to RHS. We can say that x is equal to 1 is the solution of this equation, right? We can also say that x is equal to 1 is the root of this equation. Okay, so this is how we find the root of the equation, and every quadratic equation has two roots. Every quadratic equation has two roots, and do you remember that every quadratic polynomial has two zeros? I repeat, every quadratic polynomial has two zeros, and every quadratic equation will have two roots, and we will study how to find the roots of this quadratic equation. And by which method? By the factorization method. Now if I say, I'll explain you the method. Before that, let the general equation of the general quadratic equation be ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and let alpha be the solution of the equation. Alpha can be any number. If alpha is a root of the equation or the solution of the equation, we can write therefore a alpha square plus b alpha plus c is equal to 0. And what is alpha? Alpha is the root or the solution of this equation. So when I substitute alpha in this given equation, I will get 0, and hence alpha is known as the root or the solution of this equation. Alpha is what? It can be any number which will be satisfying the given quadratic equation. Okay, now I'll take up a question, and we'll find out 2x square minus 5x plus 3 equals to 0. This is an example 1 from your textbook. We can find the root of this quadratic equation, roots of this equation, by factorization method. And which factorization? We will do the middle term splitting method. Now you know that 2 into 3 will give you 6x square, and let us break up 6. When I break up 6, I get 6 into 1. 6 minus 1 will give me 5. Okay, now let me check whether we will get this or not, or we can take 2x into 3x, depending on if I take minus no 2x and 3x, I have to take the factors 2x and 3x. Do you remember I told you that this sign tells you whether you have to add the factors or you have to subtract the factors? So because here we have a plus sign, so we will be adding these factors. So I will get 2x square minus 2x minus 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. What are we doing? We are finding the roots of the quadratic equation, splitting the middle term method. So I'll take up these two, 2x common, 2x common, so here I get x minus 1, and here minus 3 common, x minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, now you know that there are two factors over here, x minus 1 and 2x minus 3 equals to 0. Don't forget to write 0, 0, 0, 0 on the right side. Now, if you want on the right side 0, this is something very logical, means you know this, but I'll explain you. If you want 0 on the right side, with these terms, either this has to be 0 or this has to be 0. Okay, so therefore I will write either x minus 1 is equal to 0 or 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. You followed what I said? If we want if we want 0 on the right side, as we are solving this equation, either this has to be 0, because if I multiply 2x minus 3 into 0, I will get 0, or 2x minus 3 should be equal to 0. Therefore, I will write two parts, x minus 1 is equal to 0 or 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay. Now, when I take up this, I will get x is equal to 1, and when I take up this, I will get x is equal to 3 by 2. So there are two answers, or there are two roots of the equation. X is equal to 1 and 3 by 2. You know what we did? Splitting the middle term method. Then we get two factors. Now after taking these two factors, we will write either this, we will assume that either this is equal to 0 or this is equal to 0, and therefore when I get x minus 1 is equal to 0, the value of x will be 1, and if I take x is equal to 3 by 2, for 2x minus 3, x is equal to 3 by 2. So these two numbers are called the roots of the quadratic equation, or we can say that they are the solutions of the quadratic equations. Suppose I substitute 1 in this, I will get 0. And if I substitute 3 by 2 in this equation, then also I will get 0. So as I told you that every quadratic equation has two roots. Okay, I hope you've understood this method. I'll take up one more. You will complete this in your notebook. 6x square minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Yeah. Example 4. Now 6 into 2. 6 into 2 will give you 12, that is minus 12x square. Now which two factors you will take up so that you get minus 1? I will take up 3x and 4x. 3 4s are 12. And which one will be minus? Minus greater number, and this will be plus. This is how you decide. Then 6x square plus 3x minus 4x minus 2 is equal to 0. We take up these two and these two. 3x common. 2x plus 1. Yes. And here we take minus 2 common. 2x plus 1. Right? Now the two factors will be 2x plus 1, because it is a common factor in both, and the other factor will be 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now these are the factors, right? We want the roots. Roots means we want the answer for x. So we'll write either 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Then we will solve this equation and this equation. For this we will get x is equal to minus 1 by 2, because 1 I will take it this side and divided by 2, which will give me x is equal to minus 1 by 2. And here I will take up x is equal to 2, I will take on the other side, it will be 2 by 3. So these are the two roots of the given quadratic equation, and this method is called the factorization method. Okay, so I hope you've understood, and we have some more questions. Examples we have. Example 5. Now what you will do is you will start the exercise 4.2, and if you have any doubt you can ask me. In the first question they are saying find the roots of the quadratic equation by factorization method, and you will find out there are total 5 questions, and then there are some word problems. Okay, so you try these questions, and tomorrow I will continue with the same exercise, means same method. I'll take up some more questions on the factorization and finding the roots of the quadratic equation. Okay, so what did I say? How do we find the roots of the quadratic equation? By the factorization method. And what are the roots of the equation? The solution of the equation are also called the roots of the equation. And every quadratic polynomial has two zeros. And we can also say that every quadratic equation has two roots. Okay, so I hope you have understood these two questions, and complete your work. And if you have doubt, you can ask me. And I hope you have completed all your previous work. Okay, thank you.